How many prayers, how many times had this man cried out to God for healing over the course of the years? For strength to maybe get down to the water when the angel touched it so that it could be healed, or even just for an advocate who would be able to help him get down there. And nothing. And so Jesus comes to him and says, "Do you want to be well?" The way I read this is he's now getting defensive. He doesn't answer the question at all. He says, "Sir, I have no one to put me into the pool when the water is stirred up. While I'm on my way, someone else gets down there before me." I wonder if he's hearing the question, do you want to be well? Because you haven't been doing a very good job for the last 38 years. And I know for myself, I don't always hear what somebody else is actually saying to me, because I have all my levels of woundedness and pride and everything else that goes into it, so that when somebody, it's that whole Tower of Babel thing, right? That we don't communicate well with other people. And so sometimes I know when somebody comes and asks me something or says something to me, I don't hear what they're really saying. Can't remember the exact instance, but I can remember a very specific time where somebody had said something and I took it completely the wrong way, and I started going off, and they just looked at me and said, "So the answer is no." Yeah. And I wonder if that's what's going on in this mind. But Jesus sees through this. He sees this longing that the man has to be well. Even though he never answers him with a yes or no question, Jesus sees that desire. He says, "Rise, take up your mat, and walk." He sees this man who has been struggling for 38 years, not having had his prayers answered for so long. And now in this moment, they're answered. And of course, that brings up the question, why? Why did it take so long? That's probably only going to be an answer we'll get when we get into heaven. Please God that we all get there. And sometimes our prayers, they're not answered in the timing we want. And we can get frustrated, and we can get discouraged, and we can let our hands droop in. And yet, at no point does God ever forget us. At no point does God ever lose track of us. Jesus tells us He's numbered every hair on our heads. For some of us, that's a lot fewer hairs than others, but I like that, Chris, huh? But He knows all about us. His eye is never off of us. May we not lose heart. May we not let our hands fall in. May we not get discouraged when things don't go the way we want, when our prayers aren't answered in the timing we want. But may we persevere and say, "Lord, I trust in you. I trust in you that you are moving in my life. You're moving in my heart and the things of my life. May I never forget to keep my eyes on you, O Lord, and trust that you love me even when you don't answer the prayers in the way I want you to."